And we are off. Today is day 197 of the year of streaming and learning to code. We are continuing on here at freeCodeCamp. We are finally done with the initial... Oh, let's see. What are we looking at? No, that's not right at all. That's slightly better. Map stuff. There we go. Everything's grayed out. At least that we've completed. We are looking for the new section, basic JavaScript, good times, and let's see. We finished our basic front-end projects yesterday, and now we get to kick off day 197 with the new basic JavaScript section. So I kind of doubt that it's going to take 10 hours, considering they said this would take 50 hours. I'm sure it could take 50. I think this is actually close to worst case scenario. However, I would like to note that I think JavaScript did take us about 2.5 hours, but we stopped to yammer quite a bit. So we will go ahead and... See, they always have us on the next one. See that declare JavaScript variables? Yeah, right there. It always brings us to 2. Never brings us to the current one that's incomplete. Can't figure that out. Anyways, hey! Oh, Thug Muffin. First, yes, that you are, good sir. Welcome for today's stream. Hopefully your Sunday night is going well, or decent, at least. Okay, side note to you and anyone else who stumbles in here, we do have a very short stream, limited. Last 2 days has been a constant uphill battle with those projects. We've got like 20 to 30 minutes for tonight's stream, so pretty short. But we're going to see how big of a dent we can make in that 20 to 30 minute window. Okay, breaking new ground, day 197. From the top, comment your JavaScript code. Comments are lines of code that JavaScript will intentionally ignore. Comments are a great way to leave notes to yourself and to other people who will later need to figure out what that code does. There are 2 ways to write comments in JavaScript. Using the / will tell JavaScript to ignore the remainder of the text on the current line. / this is an inline comment. You can also make a multi-line comment beginning with a / and an asterisk and ending with an asterisk / Hey there, little cat. What are you doing today? This evening? Just exploring the desk? There's a lot of stuff in your normal napping position on the desk, so you're probably going to need to hang out on the bed. No. Avoid face scratching. Hey, we've got limited time, princess. We love you, but you're going to need to go be furry somewhere else. Look, go to the bed. Go to the bed. No? You're just going to lick yourself? Okay, well, I know cleaning yourself is important, but I'm going to kind of assist you. Yes, emotionally, this isn't... Oh my god, that was not graceful, but she survived. They've got 9 lives. She'll figure it out. Oh, Thug Muffin, dude, cats just do whatever they want. These are facts. Yes. Especially her. She's a rampant problem here on the stream. What are we looking at? Inline comments, check. You can also make multi-line comments with / and an asterisk, ending with asterisk and /. This is a multi-line comment. Best practice. As you write code, you should regularly add comments to clarify the function of parts of your code. Good commenting can help communicate the intent of your code, both for others and for your future self. Alright, instructions. Try creating 1 of each type of comment. So 2 comments. Your output will go here. Any console.log type statements will appear in your browser, DevTools, JavaScript, blah, blah, blah. Create a style. And, hey, Tiny Cat, you're blocking half of the screen. And you're blocking the part of the screen that has all of the instructions. if you could go, no, it's just a tissue box where you find something else that's pointing to scratch your face on. Isn't there something on the floor that you can explore? Look at this. I love you, but we're moving. There you go. Okay. Something about make sure you close the comment with this. Create 1, create 2. Let's get the first one out of the way. Comment this and little kitty is everywhere. Oh, but we should make that put it on multiple lines. And close it. Or end it, whatever you prefer. Ta-da, dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Run tests. Boom, to infinity and beyond. 1 item down. Okay. Declare JavaScript variables. In computer science, data is anything that is meaningful to the computer. JavaScript provides 7 different data types, which are undefined, null, boolean, string, symbol, number, and object. For example, computers distinguish between numbers, such as the number 12, and strings, such as 12 in quotes, dog, or 1, 2, 3 cats, all in quotes, which are collection of characters. Computers can perform mathematical operations on a number, but not on a string. Variables allow computers to store and manipulate the data into a dynamic function. They do this by using a label to point to the data rather than using the data itself. Any of the 7 data types may be stored in a variable. Variables are similar to the x and y variables you use in mathematics, which means they're a simple name to represent the data we want to refer to. Computer variables differ from mathematical variables in that they can store different values at different times. We tell JavaScript to create or declare a variable by putting the keyword var in front of it, like so. Var rname. Create a variable called rname. In JavaScript, we end statements with semicolons. Variable names can be made up of numbers, letters, and $sign or underscore, but may not contain spaces or start with a number. Instructions. Use the variable keyword to create variable called myName. Hint, look at our name example if you get stuck. Sure. What are we're doing? We're doing variable myName. Variable myName, but we aren't assigning anything. No, they don't want us to actually assign anything to it yet. Fair enough. Run test. Bullseye. Green check marks across the board so far. Storing values with the assignment operator. In JavaScript, you can store value in a variable with the assignment operator. My variable equals 5. We were ahead of the curve, too eager. But now we're getting there, assigning things. Assign the number value 5 to my variable. Assignment always goes from right to left. Everything to the right of the equals operator is resolved before the value is assigned to the variable to the left of the operator. My variable equals 5, my num equals my variable. Assign 5 to my variable, then resolve my variable to 5 again, and assigns it to my num. Instructions. Assign the value 7 to variable A, and then the contents of A to variable B. Alright? Go time. Let's do this. We're going to get all Inception-y. Go multiple levels down. We are assigning the value 7 to a variable A. Oh, I guess we can do that up here. Variable A equals 7. And then down here, only change code below... only change code below this line. Is that wrong to make it set up there? I feel like it's not wrong. It's partially wrong. We'll set it up below. No, we're going to set it up there, and we're just going to do variable B is equal to a down here. I just don't see any reason why we should set up another variable a below line 6. That doesn't make sense to me. Oh, they don't change the code above the line. We should have looked. We never look at their friggin' test things. Rookie mistake, Steven. Rookie mistake. Fine, we'll do it their way. Paste below the line. The almighty comment on line 6 shall not be passed. You shall not pass. Line 6 was a comment typed by Gandalf. That's what we learned today on day 197. Gandalf uses JavaScript, but only to make comments. Hypercombo finished. Sure. Initializing variables with the assignment operator. It's common to initialize a variable to an initial value in the same line as it is declared. My variable equals 0, creates a new variable called myVariable and assigns it the initial value of 0. Instructions. Define a variable a with variable and initialize it to a value of 9. Only change code below this nonsense again. They've got a perfectly good space here on line 4. We'll play by their rules. I don't like their rules, but we'll play by them for now. Define a variable a, the value of 9. Yeah. There. Woohoo. Sure, why not? We live to fight on in another item. Understanding uninitialized variables. When JavaScript variables are declared, they have an initial value of undefined. If you do a mathematical operation on an undefined variable, your result will be none, which means not a number. If you concatenate a string with an undefined variable, you will get a literal string of undefined. Fascinating. If you concatenate a string with an undefined variable, you will get a literal string of undefined, which we've come across before in our journey of the year of streaming and learning to code a few times, but that little bit never really stood out to me, so I'm glad they went over that bit. I know we've probably covered that somewhere at Code Academy, but over the course of 197 days, we've forgotten. Okay, instructions. Initialize the 3 variables a, b, and c with 5, 10, and I'm a, respectively, so that they will not be undefined. Okay, so initialize these 3. Don't change the code below this line. Variable a, 1, 5. B equals 10, and C equals something with quotes. I'm a. I am a. Ta-da. B-D-D-D-D, you rock. They have way too much confidence in us. Clearly, they didn't watch yesterday's stream or the day before, where we were struggling indefinitely. Understanding case sensitivity in variables in JavaScript, all variables and functions, all variables and function names are case sensitive. This means that capitalization matters. My var is not the same as my var or my var. It is possible to have multiple distinct variables with the same name but different casing. It's strongly recommended that for the sake of clarity, you do not use this language feature. Best practice, write variable names in JavaScript in camel case. In camel case, multi-word variable names have the first word in lowercase and the first letter of each subsequent word is capitalized. Examples, variable, some variable, capital V, another variable name, V and N. This variable name is too long. V, N, I, and T, and L. Instructions. Modify the existing declarations and assignments, so their name uses camel case. Do not create any new variables. Okay. So what now? We're fixing. I stopped listening after the modify. And then when I wasn't paying attention, I just saw the camel case. So something about fixing. Once more, actually paying attention this time. Modify the existing declarations, okay, in the window, and assignments, so their names use camel case. Do not create any new variables. No new creations, only corrections. Study cap. Studly cap var. So let's do Studly cap var. Proper camel case, that's perfect. Title case over. Good. So really, the main one that needed fixing was the first one. Oh no, we need to fix these too. Well, you know what we're gonna do? We fix them here, so we're just gonna bam and proper camel case and title case over. Look at this. Problem solved. Title case over 9,000. Yeah, that's fun. Be happy, damn it. That's as good as this stream's gonna get. We got 20 minutes. That was the high point. Down the rabbit hole we go. We've been falling down the rabbit hole for 197 days. Still haven't hit the bottom. We've been grazing the slope of this rabbit hole the whole way down. Lots of bruises, scratches, but it's been interesting. Add two numbers with JavaScript. Number is data type in JavaScript, which represents numeric data. Now let's try to add two numbers using JavaScript. JavaScript uses plus symbol as an addition operation when placed between two numbers. It just knows what to do. Example, my variable 5 plus 10, 15, shocking, no one saw that coming. Instructions change the 0 so that the sum will equal 20. What? The sum should equal 20. So, 10? I guess it was just strange wording in my mind for their instruction. Where did the handy window go? The window of success? There it is. Crowd goes wild. Okay. Subtract one number from another with JavaScript. We can also subtract one number from another number. JavaScript uses these minus for subtraction. Okay, same song and dance. What are we doing? Change 0 so the difference is 12. Wow, off the top of my head, there's a 3 involved. And it should be 10 below 33. Are my spidey senses right? I was right. Shocking. Yeah, who knew? Midnight, 12:07. I can do subtraction. Okay, multiplying two numbers in JavaScript. Something about 80. And we're doing 10. We've gone over this stuff in general before at Code Academy, so coding spree. Divide one number with another. What did they want? So that the quotient is equal to 2. 33 again. Look at that. Encore. Fitting, since it was 33 a second time. Increment a number with JavaScript. You can easily increment or add 1 to a variable. Hold on. From the top. Less deathy. You can easily increment or add 1 to a variable with the plus plus operator. I++ is the equivalent of I equals I plus 1. Note that the entire line becomes I++, eliminating the need for the equal sign. Instructions change the code to the plus plus operator on my variable. learn more about arithmetic operators and increments. Here, if we click that, it will take us to MDN for all kinds of fun to learn up on incrementing. But in the meantime, my variable, only change the code below this line. So my variable equals plus plus. I think just that. Hopefully. Did the city catch on? No, good. Off the hook. I was going to say, did the city catch on fire? Did we do it wrong? The internet didn't blow up. We survived. Decrement, a number with JavaScript. You can easily decrement. I don't use this daily. I understand the functionality and what it actually means, but the pronunciation is, this would be decrease versus increment, increase. It's got to be decrement. It just sounds, it's an unpleasant word. That's what it is. Like kerfuffle. Yeah, that's another interesting word, but that's fun. So no, decrement sucks. Kerfuffle is good. Decrement's all by itself in the awful word list. Or decrease a variable by 1 with the subtract, minus, hyphen, whatever you want to call it, operator. I minus, hyphen, subtract. We really need to identify what these symbols actually are. The entire line becomes blah, eliminating the need for all of that nonsense. Same song and dance again. Beautiful. And we're running. They're in another castle. Submit, and onwards to the next challenge. You know what we should have looked at? Briefly. Okay, incrementing, decrementing, and just, well, that's about all of it. So, good times. Let's close that. We know where to find that resource if we ever need it in the future. Create decimal numbers with JavaScript. We can store decimal numbers in variables. 2 decimal numbers are sometimes referred to as floating point numbers or floats. Note, not all real numbers can accurately be represented in floating point. This can lead to rounding errors. Details here. Sounds like something that should be avoided regarding like banking or extremely precise calculations. Yeah, like this. That would be bad. Far from accurate. So basically people die if things are wrong in certain situations. Just a general life lesson that everyone can sort of reflect on. So let's close that. Good safety tip, Egon. Instructions. Create a variable, my decimal, and give it a decimal value with a fractional part. E.g. Oh, that's our go away and stop streaming because we need to end things. But we're going to finish out this section. Maybe the next one because they're so small, but we'll look at this. But we will be wrapping things up momentarily. Instructions. Create a variable, my decimal, and give it a decimal value with a fractional part. 5.7. Only change. My decimal equals, we didn't do camel case. There we go. Freshly cameled, my decimal equals 5.7, semicolon. And we're running the test. Pikachu chooses you. Hot damn. Onwards to the next one. Are we going to do this one? We will do this one. And also, let's look at the map just to see where we stand in general. We made a pretty good sized chunk into the basic JavaScript stuff. That was good. I can live with that. I can live with that. So yeah, we are going to do the multiply 2 decimals, the one we're currently on, and then we can back out the stream, and call it quits, shall we? Okay, multiply 2 decimals with JavaScript. In JavaScript, you can also perform calculations with decimal numbers, just like whole numbers. Let's multiply 2 decimals together to get their product. Instructions: change the 0.0 so that the product will equal 5. What? As in 2.5? Run test. Tubular. Success. Way cool. Alright, well. Good. At least we ended on a high note. We will continue our journey through basic JavaScript. I don't think it'll take 10 hours. I mean, look at, we have only, well, you know what, this is a pretty large section. Okay, not 10 hours, but it should be long enough. That actually is a bit longer than I realized. That is a lot more scrolling when you do it slowly. But we made a nice healthy dent for a short stream, all things considered, so I can live with that. Let's go ahead and back out of all this nonsense. Thank you again to anyone and everyone who stopped by to view the stream, even if it was just for a moment. Thank you, Thug Muffin and Graham1642 for stopping by, hanging out, however brief it was. Any and all views are greatly, greatly appreciated. We are jumping over to OBS, stopping the stream. The adventure continues tomorrow with day 198 of the year of streaming and learning to code. But in the meantime, are you sure you want to stop the stream? Hell yeah, kill it!